What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another Platinum Trophy video for you guys. Today I'm going to be getting the Platinum Trophy in Wreckfest on the PlayStation 4. Now, the last trophy that I do have to get is Maniac Driver, which is to wreck 50 opponents with School Bus. You're not really using the School Bus too much as you're playing through the campaign in the game or the main events in the game. So this is something that you can go and clean up in a custom event later on if you really want to or need to. But anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right into this video. I was live streaming this Platinum over on Twitch. I do live stream all my Platinum trophies in various other games over there, so if you want to follow me, there's a link for that down in the description below. So again, what I had to do for this trophy was I had to get 50 wrecks with the school bus. Now, what you can do to kind of farm this if you need it after you beat the game is that you can just go into a like demolition derby game mode here where you can wreck as many times as you want to, not the last man standing. And then from there, you can set you as using the bus, and you can set whatever your opponents are. So you can use what I'm using here, the sofa car, or you can use the lawnmowers. I use a sofa car because it's a little bit bigger than the lawnmower, so it gives you a larger target to hit, but I think that they have more health. But anyway, with that being said, what you do at this point is then you're just going to drive around and just smash into whatever sofa cars you see. And you obviously want to set your opponent level to, I think, 23 or 24 is what you can do as a max. I guess 23 because it's 24 counting you. So you want to set that to 23. And ideally when you're driving around here, it may look like I'm kind of aimlessly driving around, but I am kind of trying to find opponents that do have lower amounts of health, just because those are the ones that you kind of want to target out and go after. Now, one other thing that you can do, which could make this easier, but could also make it a little more annoying for yourself. I didn't test this method. I was going to if I didn't get it in this 20-minute run here, was actually setting the damage to, I believe it's like realistic or something like that. Now, if you do that, your bus is obviously going to get damaged a lot easier, but you should be able to do more damage to these sofa cars, so you may actually be able to kill them or wreck them, not kill them, wreck them in one hit or one or two hits rather than a few, because even if you hit one of these sofa cars full speed, you only do like 30-ish damage, and, you know, every car has 100 damage to, or 100 health, I guess you could say. It may do more than 30, maybe like 40. You really don't do a lot of damage if you don't have it set to realistic. Now, I was using realistic damage when I was going for wrecks to myself because I was trying to get wrecked, but if you're trying to wreck other people, it may also make sense to use the realistic damage as well if it's taking a little too long, or if you feel like it's taking a little too long. Now, after I had played through all of the main campaign story, or campaign events, I should say, and using the bus in those certain events, I only had to get, I believe I had to get like 25-ish wrecks or something like that. In this game mode here, you can set the time limit to 20 minutes. And then you just try to get as many wrecks as you can. In the upper left-hand corner, you can see I have 16 wrecks right now. So I was able to get it with a few minutes to actually spare on the clock, which, again, the clock doesn't matter. You can get like 20 this one, play again, get 20. It counts as 40. You don't have to get 50 in one of these events. It's just total, so it'll definitely count as you're playing through. Now, these AI can be a little annoying when you're trying to get them, like that guy right there. Like, he knows he's going to get hit, and he's still being... He's trying to swerve. He's trying to get out of the way. But you're not escaping the wrath of the school bus. But a lot of the other trophies in this game... So a lot of trophies in this game are related to just the main campaign events. As long as you beat the main campaign events, or a majority of them, you will get a lot of the trophies. Now, the rest of the trophies, there are a few, I would say, random trophies, like this one here, where you have to get, 50 wrecks with the school bus, or you have to get wrecked 100 times, or you have to wreck 100 times, wreck 100 different enemies. There's random things like that you'll get while just maybe naturally playing through the game, but there's easy ways of getting it. The one thing that can be kind of annoying, but there's actually a really easy method to deal with it, is getting to level 50. By the time I got through all the events in the game, I was playing a lot of the events at the beginning, but then I started to play whatever I needed to get through each event, because, or each tier, because you don't have to play all the events to beat all the tiers and essentially win. So by the time that I had beaten what I had to beat to kind of get through the campaign, I think I was only like high level 30, and you need to get to level 50 for a trophy. Luckily, you can farm the level 50 very easily. I do have a guide for that. I do have some other trophy guides as well. I will link them all down in the description below. So if you're having troubles with any of those, you can go check that out. And getting to level 50 by using the method that I was using only took like an hour or so. So anyway, there's Maniac Driver, and then there is the Platinum Trophy, Master of Crashes. This game came out of nowhere. I wasn't really planning on playing it, but anyway, let's take a look at this list. So here it is, 100% with a platinum, no DLC or anything. And as you're looking through the list here, you're going to see that there are level-related trophies. There's trophies related to getting some vehicles. There's trophies related to the campaign championship events. And then you're going to have some random trophies at the bottom with one multiplayer trophy. All in all, very simple, basic trophy list. I wish that there was a few more of those random trophies that were a little more interesting to get. But all in all, great game, and I can't really complain about the trophy list too much. Anyway, here's the profile, trophy level 539, 12,373 total trophies. I got 8,432 bronze, 2,743 silver, 1,012 gold, 186 platinums, and like I said, 12,337 total trophies. If you're into that numbers kind of stuff. And then here's the platinum trophy itself, Master of Crashes. So like I said, I really do like this trophy list, but I do wish that there were a few more of those random trophies. Out of all the trophies in the game and the total trophy count, there's only like 20-something trophies in this game, I think, or 30 trophies. There's really not a lot compared to like what you see with like big AAA games or with like a normal trophy list. Like typically you'll get around 40 to like 51, I think, is like a typical list number, or maybe that's just what I'm thinking in my head. But it did seem a little lacking on what you could do, and I love to see those challenge trophies, especially in racing games. There's a lot of challenges that you can add, especially in a demolition derby game. There's a lot of challenges that they could have had added to kind of make the trophy list a little more interesting and have to do a few more things, because really, again, by the time you beat the campaign and you do all the championships, you're going to earn a majority of these trophies, if not all of them. You may have to grind for a few of them, like getting wrecked 100 times and maybe level 50. Those may be the only two things that you have to grind for, but those only take like an hour to get, so it's really not even that bad of a grind. So anyway, let's talk about some numbers here. So if I had to rate this trophy list out of 10 from a difficulty standpoint, you're looking at like a 3 out of 10. Really not that bad. Now, a lot of people ask me about this game. What is it like? I've heard people say that the game kind of takes a little bit of time to get used to because of the physics. So when it comes to what the game feels like, it's not really an arcade racer, but it's not really a simulator. But it's not in between. It kind of leans more towards the simulation side of how the game feels when you're driving. Not really arcadey. You can't just, slam the gas down the whole time and go flying around corners. You do have to have a little bit of control, but it's nothing. It's not like Gran Turismo levels of like simulation or Assetto Corsa levels of simulation. Really, anybody can get used to it if you just play the game for a little bit. But I do like that it leans more towards the simulation side, because we don't have demolition derby games like this. Well, we don't have demolition derby games in general, let alone demolition derby games that go more towards the simulation side. So it was really a good change up to play. So I would say 3 out of 10 from the difficulty, and I'm going to say 3 out of 10 across the board, whether you're good at racing games or not, because you can set the AI difficulty to whatever. You can set your assists to whatever. So really anybody can pick up and play the game, and it should be a 3 out of 10 no matter what your skill level is when it comes to racing games. Now, time it's going to take to get the platinum, you're probably looking at anywhere between 15 to 20 hours. 20 hours on the high side. I really wish that there were more of those random trophies. By the time you get through all of the championship events and main events in the game, there's really not too much else to do other than farming out level 50. So you can do those championship events to get to level 50 if you want to, but some of the later championship events can really just keep dragging on, and there are easier ways to get to level 50. So I don't want to say there's no point of playing those championship events, but if you are just trying to finish the game up as fast as possible once you've kind of played through the championships, or what you need to play through the championships, there's options. Plus, those championship events are kind of all of the same. The game does make you do all of the challenges, which are like the various random events in the game. So all the other events that you kind of play through in the championships are just normal events. They're demolition races, they're demolition derbies. There's nothing really too crazy about them, so you're going to be doing the same thing over and over again anyway. So you might as well use a method of getting way more XP in a way shorter amount of time to get it done. So 3 out of 10, 15 to 20 hours to get the game done. Anybody can play the game, whatever your skill level is when it comes to racing. I would highly suggest to pick this game up. Even if you're not a fan of racing games, I think it's a great fun to play because it's not really a type of game that, you know, you can get mad at, because if you get mad, just go crash someone out. There you go. That's all you have to do. Take your anger out on them. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have played the game, if you've never heard of it, if you plan on playing it upcoming. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff, my Twitter, my Twitch, my Discord. I also have a full list of trophy guides for the game, or trophies that I think need guides. So if you want to go check any of that stuff out, that is all linked down in the description below. Again, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon.